Hey, welcome to the Spark Faith Podcast. I am Dr. Chris Sargent, and today we are going to talk all about what to do if you are gluten sensitive and where to start. And oh my gosh, it always feels super overwhelming. But first, if you will screenshot this as you watch it and share it on your social media, I would be really appreciative. And if you could subscribe to me on YouTube, it just takes a second. All you have to do is look up the Spark Faith Podcast. I'm right there. Just hit that little subscribe button for me. Thank you so much. So let's move on and talk about this whole gluten sensitivity thing. Now, if you are celiac, some of this will apply to you and some of it you need to go a lot more extreme. So the first thing I want to talk about is where we're going to start. So the first thing I need to ask you is, what is your main health goal? Because a lot of people who come to see me, their main thing is, I really have to get rid of this weight. And for so many of you, it's been a super frustrating journey. And I totally get that. I have certainly had my years of struggle and problems and all the things with my weight. And that's in another podcast. But so I get it. However, you have to be really aware of that when you go gluten-free, that you understand what the first two things that are going to happen. First of all, if you have not felt well for a while, or you've been hanging on to weight that you just couldn't get rid of, and you decide to go gluten-free, first of all, you need to understand that if your body is sick, it needs to heal. And it's not going to be giving up weight because we're in survival mode, right? So if you're in survival mode, your body is not going to give up any weight. So that's number one. Give your body time to heal. And that time that it takes is really about 90 days. Please just hear me out. You probably will drop some weight if you do a couple of the other things that I'm going to talk about. However, and you will feel better a lot faster than that. You just need to keep that up so that your whole immune system can chill out, right? And that the rest of you can get caught up with your health. So, like I said, in survival mode, your body's not going to drop weight. So going gluten-free doesn't always mean weight loss. And here's part of the reason is that often you're like, okay, I'm going to go gluten-free. And you're like, okay, I'm going to have burgers. And you go and you buy gluten-free burger buns, and you're going to make pasta this week, and you go buy gluten-free pasta, and you want toast for breakfast. I want avocado toast. So you buy gluten-free bread and you toast that up. And then all of a sudden, all you've done is traded your carbohydrates out, right? Like you've just traded gluten-free for not gluten-free. And if weight is not your issue, then have at it. It's an easy substitution. Keep going. However, gluten-free is not carb-free. It is not calorie-free. It is just the protein gluten-free. So we have to back up to what is your part of your health goal. If your health goal is to lose weight, then carb for carb, gluten-free is not going to help you. However, if you do substitute vegetables, I know, hang in there with me, just hang for a minute, you will find that your body will get healthier faster and you'll probably drop some weight. So hear me out. We're going to start substituting lettuce wraps for sandwiches. We can use 2 or 3 big Boston leaf lettuces on the bottom of a burger, and on the top of a burger, you can use big romaine. There's all kind of great lettuce out there that you can make wraps with. And if you really like that kind of crunchy feel, then romaine may be your go-to. But you can use that kind of thing instead of buns and stuff for sandwiches. So there's that first thing. And then fall squash, sweet potatoes, and Yukon gold potatoes for their little bit lower glycemic index instead of your big pasta thing for dinner, right? Like we all like to have a little bit of starch around our dinner time. You can try some gluten-free grains. Again, if weight loss is part of that journey, you may find that grains flare things up for you or don't allow you to lose. So that going grain-free is a whole other conversation, but you can throw in a little bit of rice, a little bit of sweet potato, a little bit of fall squash, or Yukon Gold potatoes versus your pasta dinner. Now, if you're going to have something with that would traditionally, like a spaghetti sauce or something like that you would want to have some sort of noodle with, then I want to stretch you a little here. Let's go for spaghetti squash. Try some hearts of palm noodles. I really love them. They have a very similar al dente feel to me. Zucchini noodles, there's all kind of those kinds of noodles out there. They're frozen, they're fresh, all the things. So those are your choices when you head into this gluten-free zone for 90 days. It's not that hard. We make it very hard, but it doesn't have to be hard. Believe me, I am gluten-free most of the time, and you just start to learn how to do this. Just like any other habit. It just takes a little time. You can do this. I know you can. So what does that basic diet look like for someone who's trying to get healthy, right? Maybe some eggs and berries, or eggs and veggies scrambled up together. Maybe with a tiny little bit of sweet potato, particularly if you're working out in the morning. And then a mid-morning snack, maybe part of an apple and a little bit of peanut butter. And portion control is key here, right? If weight loss is part of this journey. Lunch, salad, protein, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You can get them anywhere, right? Afternoon snack. Now I'm telling you all these snackings because when you shift from having all those carbs and all that stuff, you're going to find that you get a little bit hungrier quicker. So mid-afternoon snack, how about some veggies and a single thing of hummus? Those single things of hummus are to die for, and they're easy, and you don't have to worry about overdoing your portions. And then dinner is typical, right? It's a protein, it's some sort of squash or sweet potato or something like that, and then some kind of vegetable or salad again. So that sounds like, oh my gosh, that's going to be so boring. You can make spaghetti sauce. I did not say that you couldn't have spices. I didn't say that you couldn't do things to your proteins. Like, spice them up. Don't let things get boring. I've got some recipes floating around in my group. So join my Facebook group and find some of those recipes that will work for you, because it doesn't have to be hard. I promise. I love to cook. However, I don't like to cook complicated. So everything that we have in there is going to be pretty easy for you. So that's how you do gluten sensitivity, and that's where to start. Again, like, subscribe, give me some love. Bye, y'all. Love you.